What up, YouTube Live? How's it going, everybody? Let's double check if we're live. Uh, Gonna have to wait for YouTube to activate. Then I'll speak further about Euphoria. What up, YouTube Live? How's it going, everybody? Yes. Okay, good. I'm live. You gotta double check these things, because you never know if YouTube might screw you over. Um, So sorry, I have to use the built-in microphone for this because for some reason, my Blue Yeti is not connecting to my Ecamm Live, which I use for YouTube live stream. So I apologize about that. So I have, if I sound muffled or if I sound like I'm talking to you at a distance because I'm using the built-in laptop microphone on my MacBook Pro. So okay, tonight's Euphoria episode. Oh, damn, that was awesome! Oh, wait. Am I too loud? Am I being too loud? Okay, let me turn down the volume a little bit. Okay, so Lexi's stage play was amazing, amazing. It was fucking brilliant. I know I should not curse, but I want to because it was just amazing. What's up? It's Omega is here. What's up? It's Omega. Hello. And I got a lot of thoughts about it. Let's go through my notes here. Okay, first of all, okay, the stage play it's called Our Life, right? And those of you who've seen tonight's episode um, would recall that the moment when they put all the title together, like the words, the letters together, that spelled Our Life, and I'm like, come on, that's so obvious. Of course, she's gonna make the play be like a truth teller sort of a thing, like a truth bomb. It says Our Life. It's like so on the nose. She didn't write it about Oklahoma we were thinking before, or any other stage play that had been adapted before, or any previously written material. It says Our Life, and so of course it's gonna dog on her life and the lives of the people that she knows, because what's the number one rule, right? The number one rule of any creative talent. You know what they always tell you? Write what you know. Write what you know. That's always like the first advice that anybody has ever given you if you want to go into art or writing or making films. They always say like, just write what you know. Just write what you know. And so that is exactly what Lexi did tonight. I mean, she took it to heart, man. She took that advice and ran with it. Holy crap! Um, I also want to point out that everybody in that school showed up at that play. Did you see that? Everybody was in attendance. Everybody in that school was like, I mean, I don't know even how that's even possible, because I public schools, like, they have like usually generally like hundreds of students. Like, I don't know if you can actually jam pack everybody in the same assembly hall these days. Like, um, that's got to be a big auditorium. And I'm thinking like maybe it's a required attendance. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the teachers require them to be there, otherwise they won't get extra credit, or I don't know. Maybe that's their way of making up for the test that they failed. Like, okay, I'll attend Lexi's place, but everybody's there. it's, I mean, if it's not required, that the attendance would not have been as big. You know that the turnout would not have been as big if it had not been required. So, but obviously Lexi's close friends will be there, but for everybody to be there, um, and you see different reactions, right? From Maddie, from Kat, from Cassie and Nate and Rue and Jules. You see their reactions, their facial reactions in real time as they're watching a version of themselves on the stage, right? It was just, it was so unreal for them, right? But it's different for every one of them. Like, Maddie starts out like, "Is this fucking play about us?" So it starts out with like baffled and confused, like, why? are my stories being put out there? Did I consent to this at all? Like, it starts out with that, and then Maddie ends with like, oh my goodness, with that musical at the end. It's like, Lexi, you're a fucking G, and then I think Rue likes it better than everybody else. Jules likes it as well, but I think Rue has an extra affinity for the play. You know what I'm saying? Like more than the rest of them. And obviously, the ones that are pissed off are Nate and Cassie. Holy crap! Because you know what? It's so it's so expected that they're pissed off because the play did not put them in a good light. Well, maybe I'll take that back. It's not necessarily good or bad light. It's just like it's not in a light that make them seem positive. Um, Especially Nate. The play, especially that last musical. That Nate stormed off and calling it homophobic, but it's not really homophobic. It's just kind of like it's Lexi's way of pointing out the hypocrisy of Nate. Um, and it's Lexi's way of making fun of Nate's quote unquote masculinity. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. It's not about being homophobic or not homophobic. Mm, but I also love how tonight's episode kind of weaves in and out from the play and 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 the actual thing that happened between Lexi and her friends. So the conversation that she had with Rue, you see a version of it on the play, and we see also a flashback of what really took place. And I like that. I like that. So we got to see another layer of their friendship, if you will, or the evolution of their friendship, or what seems to be their friendship. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that the scene where Maddie was staying over the night in Cassie and Lexi's room. You can sense the discomfort, the awkwardness that Lexi felt at the time. With Maddie crying and Cassie consoling her. Um, so yeah, it's not necessarily like all good, all sunshine and rainbow all the time between them. Between these friends. So, but the depiction was so awesome. And Austin Abrams, the one who plays Ethan, she plays Lexi's mom. I'm sorry, she did I say she? I'm sorry, he. He plays Lexi's mom, and he plays Nate. This guy is talented. He plays multiple roles, man. Wow. And that musical number at the end where he just totally shines. It was amazing. And the choreography was so excellent. I tweeted like I said, God damn. Um, I said, I don't know which one's better, the stage play on Netflix's Sex Education series or the one on tonight's Euphoria episode. Now, those of you, my fellow fans of Sex Education, remember the musical stage play nearing the end of this past season 3? It was awesome. It was their way of sticking it to the principal and the powers that be that trying to you know, uh, uh, repress their sexual curiosity and sexual, freedom. That was what the stage play was about. So that was great, and now we have this Lexi's place, and I'm like, I don't know which one's better. I don't know which one's my favorite because I think I like them both. This is just so well done, both of them. So if you haven't seen Sex Education series, you are missing out, y'all. You gotta watch, especially season 3. All right. Another thing that I have on my note is a lot of people pointed this out last week when HBO showed the teaser for tonight's episode 7. Um, I noticed some of the comments underneath the video or the trailer, and one of them said that it's so fitting. I'm paraphrasing, of course. It's so fitting that Lexi makes this play or made this play happen because Lexi is the perfect, sort of like the outsider observing or, on the outside looking in on all these lives, Rue, Jules, Cassie, Maddie. All this time she has been analyzing and examining them as this girl that's usually mostly quiet or like not really having a lot of drama in her life, compared to the others. So that's what the commenter was saying, that it's so perfect that she gets to do this because she's the observer. You know what I'm saying? Um, true, true. That point, I can't argue with that point. I mean, that's a very valid point. Um, but at the same time, also like I'm thinking, if that was the case, if that was Lexi's role all this time on Euphoria, if that's what the character was destined to do or was made for, then how come she wasn't the one narrating the show? You know what I'm saying? Why did it have to be always Rue that narrated the show? Not that I'm against Rue, but it would make sense, right? If you say that Lexi was the observer, then have Lexi narrate the show. But tonight there was a something different that happened, right? Tonight everybody gets to narrate. Everybody gets to actually voice their segment, if you will, including Rue. So that's cool. But yeah, I guess my counter to that is like, okay, if Lexi is the person whose role is to be on the outside looking in, there's this girl that's just watching everybody and taking notes and whatnot, then she should have narrated the show from the beginning. But that's just my opinion. Um, let's see, what else do I? Oh, okay, yeah. So last week there was Super Bowl, so I didn't get to see last week's episode until the day after. And I apologize, I didn't get to do the live stream on that because I was still high on LA Rams victory. So, but I was disappointed last week because it did not really pick up from where Maddie and Cassie's confrontation left off. You know, the one where Rue outed Cassie as fucking Nate, and then Maddie was like, "Oh, I'm so mad at you. I'm so mad at you." Um, that was the week before, and we didn't get to see that. The aftermath last week. We didn't get to see that, but we got to see it tonight. So it's not that I'm disappointed, but I'm like, I was expecting something more fiery, other than just Maddie, holding the door, like, open the door, Cassie, open the door, you coward, like tonight, so you coward, I would not have done this to you. I would not have done. It's a great scene, but I was expecting more. I was expecting something more fiery, something like a fight between them, like but at the same time, that scene was kind of reminiscent of the New Year's party scene. Remember that when Cassie was holding the doorknob, preventing Maddie from going into the bathroom. So so I get it. I get it. Tonight's scene is kind of like a throwback to that episode that we from the first episode. So it's like coming full circle, if you will. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it. It's a nice touch. But I was expecting something more, like where Kat would have to be in the middle of those two, like trying to prevent both of them from like scratching each other in the face. That I was expecting something like that. And Kat too. Oh my God, Kat does not get substantive plot this season. I'm so sad, so sad. Last week with the breakup with Ethan. Okay, I get it, but there's nothing. I keep hoping and hoping. Maybe tonight's episode, Kat will get more. Maybe tonight, and then the week after, I'm like, oh, maybe tonight's episode, Kat will get more. But nothing on Kat. I feel so bad, and Kat is my number one favorite character, and Sam Levinson has pretty much written her down. You know what I'm saying? That he has pretty much reduced her role in this season, and I get it. Maybe there's just not enough room for Kat. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's just not enough room to squeeze some development or evolution of Kat in there, because Rue and Maddie and Cassie pretty much took the oxygen out of the room, sort of a deal. But it's still, man, it hurts. As a fan of Kat, it hurts bad. Even the stage play, even Lexi's stage play tonight. Kat only has that one rendition where she was doing her BDSM stuff in front of the camera. That's all. That was all that Lexi had of Cat. And it's supposed to be our life. But even on the stage play, she got reduced. So it's just like, oh, so frustrated, man. I'm frustrated by this. But anyway, yeah, that's on Cat. And um, I also like the what was that on tonight's episode? Okay, so I guess it's because at the end of it says to be continued, right? So we saw a shot of Cassie looking into the auditorium from the window because after Nate stormed off, Nate says, "That's your sister. Why can't you reel her in? You know, um, get your shit out of my house. I don't want to see you anymore." So that really pissed off Cassie, and I'm feeling concerned for Lexi now. I don't know about you guys, but I feel scared for her because next week is Euphoria season 2 finale, which is sad. It's unreal. I can't believe we're getting to the season 2 finale already, but it's gonna be ending, and who knows? Hopefully, we don't have to wait another 3 years for season 3. Luckily, the show has been renewed for season 3, so that's good news. But now, with Cassie fuming at the mouth, after being again ditched by Nate, I am concerned. I don't know if because we know that Maddie has anger issues, right? And if you like the episode tonight says, if you cross Maddie's gonna hurt you. Pretty much, you do not want to cross Maddie by any reason whatsoever. But what about Cassie? Is Cassie capable of going even further than Maddie? I mean, Cassie really, really falls for Nate, man. I mean, I think she's really furious at that play. I don't. I'm scared for Lexi. I don't know what's gonna happen to Lexi next week, but it looks like that last shot. It looks like Cassie wants to hurt Lexi bad, even more so than Maddie wants to hurt Cassie. You see what I'm getting at? It sounds like Cassie maybe. It sounds like she has it in her to hurt Lexi. I hope I'm wrong. But if she does, then that would be like the most surprising thing ever because we never took her that way. We always take Maddie. Maddie is the one that's angry all the time. But Cassie, woo! I'm telling you, she does not like that play at all. At all. Oh, I can't wait. And so my final note is, I guess the musical. uh, that was a nice touch with the "I Need a Hero" song, and the choreography was great. Oh my god! I don't know how long they practiced that or they rehearsed that, but it was so perfect. Like, and the thing is also I noticed um, I've been to a lot of stage plays, right? When I was in high school and when I was in college, and I was a part of a stage play too. Mostly extras, because my English wasn't that good, wasn't that great. My English is still not that great, but I like being part of that world, so I signed up, and so I've been an audience, and I've been a member of a participant of a stage play, high school and college. And one thing that I noticed is that it's always tough to project from your diaphragm. You know what I'm saying? Because on the stage you gotta boom your voice out. There's no boom mic around, not like on a film set or TV set to pick up even the littlest of whispers. None of that. Um, but on tonight's stage play, it sounds like there's speakers everywhere. Like if you were sitting in the back of the room, you could still hear them, you know, conversating with each other. I don't know. I don't know how it's done, man. But it's a hyper reality version of a stage play. Stage play sometimes it's just like, oh, what? Can you speak up? Sometimes they would have little microphone hanging like from the ceiling, right on one of those with cables thing. But even that is so rare. Not every stage play has that. So, but tonight's stage play is like so. The audio is so clear; you can hear it from the back of the room. It's so the audio is so pristine, and Lexi is such a boss, man. Lexi is so like she commands the entire production. She even like goes off on that one dude. It's like, hey, you know what? If you don't do what I say or if you don't do your job, you're gonna be replaced. And that's a whole running gag. Like, by who? Who are you gonna replace me with? Um, but yeah, that musical was so amazing, and it's like I I'm thinking like it's so great that we're living in this day and age in the year 2022 where such a stage play probably could, they could get away with such a stage play uh, in public schools today. Like 25 years ago, or maybe 20 years ago when I was in high school, they would not be able to get away with such homoeroticism, movements, um, and gay innuendo stuff, LGBTQ stuff. Dude, it would make news, or it would be protested against, or parents would demand it to be shut down. But it's clear that we've gotten to this you know time and era today where I'm glad that that kind of display is not just accepted but celebrated. It was just so you could tell everybody in that auditorium was just so happy by that musical number at the end. It's just like it's just a freedom of expression, man. It was so cool, and I at that moment I became like Lexi's mom. I became so enthusiastic, so joyful, so joyous about it. It's like, oh my god, this play is amazing. I became just like her, and she's like, oh, that's supposed to be me. Tonight we're all Lexi's mom. Okay, tonight we were all Lexi's mom or Cassie's mom. That's how we felt, especially about that last musical number. So cool. Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens next week on the season finale. I know a lot of keywords has been trending here. Let's see, go on Twitter here. Not Lexi. Not Lexi bringing Nate to run out in tears. Yeah, she's a fucking queen. Not Lexi basically embarrassing and outing Nate Jacobs. Oh my goodness. I need to retweet some of these. Not Lexi's mom being happy for being in the play. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. So good. So good. Oh yes, that's a good point. The fake names that Lexi had for her friends on the play, like calling Maddie Marta. And I think Rue's version on the stage play is called Jade. And and all the actors that Lexi casts to play her friends look just like her friends. They look just like with Maddie with the eyeliners, and Rue with the curly hair. They look just like them. It was perfectly cast. Oh my goodness. Whew. What a great episode. What a great episode. I'm so sad that next week is season 2 finale. But yeah, the season 1 was in 2019. And then of course we had the pandemic for a couple of years, and now we finally get season 2. Hopefully we don't have to wait another 3 years for season 3. I'm just glad it has been renewed, but hopefully it doesn't have to be like what 2025 that we finally get Euphoria season 3. That would suck. So hopefully we get season 3 sooner than that, because this is such a fucking awesome show. I can shout it from the mountaintop. It's so great. Thank you, Sam Levinson, for bringing us this unusual, trippy, raw version of a high school life. A decade ago we thought that Glee was it. We thought, oh my god, we thought Glee was groundbreaking as far as depiction of high school life goes. So like, oh my god, oh look at this, so new and fresh. Oh, like look at their singing and dancing. Oh my god, you know. And then Euphoria came and just like tore that to pieces, man. Euphoria came and just like, oh, they're like, oh yeah, I'll take your Glee and just shove it against the wall. So such a great show. I can't wait for next week's finale. I don't think next week we have anything like Super Bowl or NBA All Star or anything like that. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's going to be any distraction or interruption. So I'll be back next week again to talk to you guys about um, Euphoria season 2 finale. So great, so great, such a fantastic show. I might rewatch tonight's episode after I uh, film my reviews. Okay. So thank you for tuning in. Share your thoughts. What did you think about tonight's episode 7? Did you like Lexi's play? What did you not like about it? I mean, yeah. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Let's wrap this.